Yo, what's good YouTube? Zamcro here with the UAL Season 2, Week 7, I think that's right, match here against Mudbud, coach of the Chicago Blaziken. He brings a powerful squad here with the Spiritomb, the Latios, the Mega Aggron, Porygon 2, Blastoise, and the Star Raptor. And I'm going to bring a mixed defense set of Mandibuzz, which pretty much looking right here walls his whole team, excluding the Star Raptor, Weezing, fucking Garchomp, Mamoswine, Greninja, and my boy Mega Alakazam. Let's hop into the battle here and see what's going on. Basically, I'm gonna want to set up Stealth Rocks, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna switch out into my Mandibuzz. I'm gonna get frozen first turn, which is kind of a very unfortunate, very unfortunate. He's gonna switch into his Latios here, basically revealing that he probably has Ice Beam or Thunderbolt on it as well. And I'm gonna stay frozen. Very unfortunate. I'm going for a Roost here though, obviously. And this thing basically walls his whole team, so I don't want to lose it to fucking Ice Beam hacks with Freeze. And here he's gonna go for Thunderbolt again, as I'm going to be able to just roost it off. I'm just going to keep roosting until I get to full, or near full at least. And he's going to switch out here into his Blastoise, as I'm going to go for the knockoff and get rid of his leftovers, thankfully. And then I'll be able to U-turn out into my Greninja and see what he wants to go for. He goes for Toxic, which is fine. It's not too big of a problem. Because I'm not going to go for an attack straight up. I'm just going to set up my spikes here. And he's going to switch into his Porygon. Again, fine. Mandibuzz can wall it pretty well. And I can just pretty much go for the knockoff again. Or a Toxic or something. I don't think I packed Toxic actually. I think I'm knockoff, U-turn, Roost, and I'm not Defog. I might be Toxic. I'm not real sure. This match was a long time ago. I'm gonna go for the Psychic here, see what else to go for. He goes for the Red Spin. Unfortunately, gets a crit. Nah, just kidding. It still does 8%. I don't think it matters. I'm gonna hit him up with a Shadow Ball, knowing it would knock it out and would do damage to the Spiritomb here as well. He goes for the Pursuit as I go for the Protect. So he probably predicts me to stay in and go for like a Shadow Ball again, and he wouldn't be wrong, but I got to scout for the Sucker Punch as well. And he's going to go for Sub, so I'm just going to taunt him to see if he had Sucker Punch. And then I'm going for the Protect again, as he goes for the Pursuit again. And then basically here's a 50-50. Either he goes for Sucker Punch and I attack and he knocks me out, or does a lot of damage to me, maybe knocks me out. Or I can switch out and he goes for Pursuit and maybe knocks me out. It's a 50-50, but I'm going to switch out here predicting the Sucker Punch, and he's going to do a lot of damage with the Pursuit, 78%. I'm going to bring in my Garchomp here. He probably doesn't have the Will-O-Wisp. I can set up the Stealth Rocks and then Earthquake to knock out the Blastoise. So I do get my rocks up, which is good for me. And then he brings in the Aggron here. Basically, I should have Earthquake right there to get some damage off on that motherfucker, because the Aggron's a problem, and I need damage on it in a bad way. He's going to switch out to his Porygon 2 though, as I set up some Toxic Spikes here. And then I am Scarf Weezing, I do believe. I am Scarf Weezing. He goes for the Tri-Attack. It's not going to do much damage to my Mandibuzz. Like I said, this Mandibuzz walls his entire team, so barring hacks, Mandibuzz wins on its own. But of course I get paralyzed here. And yeah, it's a problem. You get fully paralyzed, meaning I can't roost off and can't knock off. And he gets another Ice Beam. And I do get the knockoff finally. I think knockoff was my best play to ensure that I can knock out the Porygon 2 with my Garchomp. He does go for the Ice Beam here, and I go for Roost, but I get fully paralyzed. Unfortunate for me. And he's going to be able to knock me out with the Tri-Attack. So really unfortunate that I lose a Mon that walls his entire team to you know, Yellow Magic. that comes from like a 10% chance or something like that. I'm just gonna knock him out with the Earthquake, and then he brings in the Aggron, knowing he can live in Earthquake. And I'm gonna bring in my Wheezing as he goes for the Iron Head or the Heavy Slam, whatever he wanted to go for. I'm gonna go for Taunt, predicting rocks, but he switches out to his Latios. I'm actually gonna double Taunt because I don't have a switch in for this thing. He drops a Draco, which is fine. Yeah, that's fine. He brings in the Spiritomb here, and I go for the Dark Pulse. And basically, he's going to go for Sucker Punch, but he's going to die to poison, so I'm just going to set up spikes so he can't get any extra damage off on me. I mean, he's going to die to poison, so I get up spikes knowing that he can't get any extra damage off on me like that. And here he goes into a Star Raptor. I can just switch out into my Garchomp and let him take some Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet. And he switches into his Latios here. And right here, I should sack off my Greninja. But I go for the Endear, which is not the best play. But yeah, I should have definitely sacked off my Greninja and then went into my Mamoswine because he don't have a switch in. And I would have kept my Garchomp as well. But I made a misplay, so I lose my Garchomp and my Greninja instead of just losing one. And basically I have to bring in my Alakazam here and go for the Shadow Ball. And then he's going to be able to bring in his Star Raptor and go for the Pursuit or the Quick Attack. And I go for Protect to see what he is actually going to go for, and he does go for the Pursuit. So I am going to be able to bring in my Mamoswine here and pick it off with the Ice Shard. And then I'll be at like 81%, and depending on how much damage Earthquake can do to this Mega Aggron, I don't think Stealth Rocks and Spikes is going to be enough, and we barely miss out on the knockout, and he's going to be able to pick us off. So, good game to Mudbud. Very unfortunate that I lose my Mandibuzz that, walled his entire team. The combination of Mandibuzz and Garchomp and Weezing would take on even the Star Raptor as well, even Choice Band Set, Adamant, Max Attack, whatever it was. Well, it was not banded, it was scarfed, so basically Garchomp easily takes it on as well. Very, very unfortunate that we lose this match, but we are going to straight to week 8, and we do lose we win a forfeit match against the Manchester Marite, which is not a problem, I don't guess. So I won't be uploading for week 8, and I'll see you guys in week 9. Thank you for watching.